Yo, what's happening? Peely9, and I'm back with another reaction, Freestyle Fridays. Hope you are enjoying your Friday. Have a good weekend ahead. If you're new around here, I do plenty of reactions, mainly Italian, Aussie drill, and some NF stuff within the journey at the moment, which I'm enjoying them three genres thoroughly. Today, I decided to expand out a little bit and do some reactions, requests that that have not been so highly requested, but they're still requested, and also do some music topics and things that have been trending. So let's get on to Dax Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, the BLM movement is strong at the moment, and yeah, there's a lot of controversy in the world. Obviously, R.I.P. George Floyd. If you haven't seen my reaction with Grandad Steve um, on Joyner Lucas's uh, what the hell is that bloody song called? You know the Joyner Lucas joint, the massive tune. I reacted to that with my mum's partner, but we call him Grandad Steve because he's a granddad and he's old. Um, and we have some real interesting points on that. My mum is actually mixed raced, and she's half Trinidadian. My granddad's from Trinidad, so yeah, it's a topic that strings close to my heart. So let's get into it.
Yeah, this a revolution in our time. Everybody's fighting, change coming, yes. That's why it's an acronym for riot. Everybody has a voice, don't you dare stay silent. If you say nothing, you are an accessory to violence. Let these words dry the tears of our people that are crying. We can bring back hope, but not the people that are dying. It's what happens when the people you've oppressed ask for change in the country that they built, but you've ignored and denied. This is Sandra Bland, George Floyd, and every single family. Police brutality is intervened in and destroyed. Couple bad cops can't define all you other boys, so every good cop needs to stand up and make some noise. Black, white, Asian, doesn't matter cause we can't avoid. So let's all come together, join hands, and yes, get annoyed at people who believe racism makes sense in a country built of minorities, slave work employed. Nobody's born racist, man, it's something you learn, deep rooted in your brain from the day of your birth. I think it's time that we repair all of these bridges we burned and let love out of our hearts onto the cheeks we've turned. Spread love, show love, let's get rid of this curse. Don't wait for anyone to act, man, you go first. 400 years wasted, let's get rid of this hurt, cause that's the only way we'll ever see peace on earth.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
Bruh, this chorus is crazy. I Can't Breathe, which was obviously the famous last words from George Floyd, whilst the disgusting excuse of a human being, won't even say his name, he doesn't deserve any credit at all, leant on his neck and pressured his neck against the solid concrete, cutting off his oxygen supply. I don't care if you're racist or not. You you are not human if you can do that. If you can do that and literally kill him in front of people whilst being recorded, it's disgusting. I don't want to come off this tune too much because that's known. That's known. And I think at the moment, especially in the UK, of what I'm seeing, um, there's the Black Lives Matter movement is to it, I think the basis of it and the origins of the Black Lives Matter movement was more to create equality um, and to educate people and racism and trying to eradicate racism. But there are few minorities and a few individuals within these groups that that are that are maybe taking it um, a bit too aggressive in terms of how they're approaching racist people. I know it's hard and to conduct yourself in a way to educate people and not in a patronizing manner is very hard, especially if you're a part of a group that's been oppressed for many years. But the only way we're going to get unity and for the world to change is we need to start seeing a common. We need to start seeing a common ground. We need to all unite. And I feel like the media at the moment's pushing the Black Lives Matter movement in terms of in a negative direction. Anything that negative that happens that surrounds the BLM movement or these, there's a lot of peaceful protests, but what's going to get the headlines? What is going to get the headlines? It's going to be the aggression. It's going to be the fighting. It's going to be the violence. And yeah, if you've been, what's the best way to fight violence? Is with violence. I understand that, but Martin Luther King has made the most change, and yeah, he did get shot, but he made, from what I know and from what I understand, he has made the biggest impact on black people's lives, which includes me, because I am a product of Trinidad. I am 25% black, although I don't look it. I don't know. It's hard, man. It's hard to collect my thoughts, but either way, change needs to happen. Equality needs to happen, and people need educating. People need educating, and it's systematic, right? It's not the working class people. It doesn't. They don't just like he said at the start. You're not born a racist, and it comes in. It comes from the systematic conditioning, and it comes from the top. It comes from the most powerful people. So I think as humans we need to realize that. We need to take control of our own thoughts and realize what's right and wrong. Yeah, man.
I can't breathe.
Change is what we really need. Cut me open, cut you open, res the color every single human being bleeds. Let's come together, cops, citizens, and in between, and rally for the rights of everybody in humanity. Black, blue, white, green, playing for the same team. Mine, I'm okay, but boy, that doesn't mean I can't dream. Black lives matter, shouldn't anger you or make you scream. All lives matter, cause we aren't treated equally. Remember when we were kids and didn't see color, and when we played in kindergarten and I called you my brother. Then we grew up and they taught us we should hate on each other, even though we went in the same and we all came from our mothers. I hope y'all understand, hate is not a trait, it was learned, man. Equality is the quality we need inside this earth, man. Give and receive is the karma that you earn, man.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
I love that, man. That's what it's about. It's about spreading respect, spreading love, man. Like, yeah, some policemen and a small minority of police abuse their power, but a lot of them are there to protect us. And I know that that's the main reason these riots have started and the protesting has started, because a minority of policemen have been abusing their power in America for a long time. But it just starts it starts revealing other things that have been wrong in society. You know, there's other things. People are coming out and not being afraid to say some of the problems they've faced during school or during work or during just social situations. But yeah, it's just about showing love for each other, man. Just show love. That's what it's about. We're all equals. We're all equals. At the end of the day, we've all got our own goals and our own personal objectives we want to achieve in life, and we all have values. Some may differ to others, but at the end of the day, we are all just humans. We all eat. We all drink. We all need oxygen to breathe. We all bleed the same color. As cliche as it sounds, it's true. It's just crazy we're living in a world in the 21st century where we still need to be combating these ideas. We're so advanced as humans, and we've progressed at such a quick rate, especially within the last 100 years. But hopefully we can look back at this period of time in 20, 30, 40, 50 years time and say, you know, I supported that movement, or I was a part of that movement, and I was living in that period of time when things weren't as great as they are now. Just like we look back at 60 years ago and we go, "Cool, look how bad it was 60 years ago." It's still bad now, but it's getting better. And if we can just make things improve day by day, then that's all that matters, man.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Yeah, good song from Dax, man. Good song from Dax. It's all of us against racism. Yeah, and I see that Logan Paul clip about saying it's not enough to be not racist. You need to be anti-racist, anti-racist, which is true. Which is true. I think a lot of racist acts in terms of in society or in communities, or a lot of things that are said in general, I think a lot of things are just said in ignorance and are said due to uneducation. I think a lot of people in the UK, I'm talking especially in the UK and where I'm from anyway, and through my experience, a lot of people are not racist. They're not like, or they're not intentionally racist, and that's the problem, right? Because some people are unintentionally racist, or say the wrong things, or may not be politically correct. And I think we just need to get them blemishes out of society first, and then I think or not, maybe not first, but everything will come together. I think people just need to be aware of their ignorance and understand other people's struggles that they may not have. Yeah, man. Anyway, I don't know if everything I was trying to portray come across. I'm just someone that wants equality anyway. Especially someone who's mixed race. I see. Luckily, I've been exposed to so many cultures and different things since growing up and whatever. But not everyone has been. So that's just the way it is. Black lives matter. All lives matter. We're all humans. Let's just strive for equality, and that's it. Until then, like this. I don't really want to say like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Go and check out the Black Lives Matter tune on Dax's page, and yeah, man. Until then, see ya. Sweet.